living room, at work, in the shower, listening to this voice right here. That's not weird at all. But I have another voice that you guys are deeply going to enjoy.
Yes,
We got Sebas.
How are you, Jenicka? Thank you for having me, and you kept your word. I am so pumped to be here.
How the tables have turned.
The tables have turned, and you know what? A gusto ando.
We're not salty about it anymore?
We're not salty. I have so much love for you. I was just doing everything for the video, Jenicka.
Oh
I love you.
God.
I love you.
Don't lie, because off camera you were like, I'm just kidding. No, but for real, thank you so much for coming. You were the first one to break in the podcast here in this new little.
Thank you.
I mean, it's not Platica setup, but
yeah, but Jenicka's here. I don't have Jenicka la Platica.
You know what?
You know what I mean? You're the main character.
Thanks. All right, thanks. You have the hot seat today.
Thank you.
You're in the hot seat.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Congratulations with everything.
Thank you.
Do people know you have a new house?
Yes, people know I have
Congratulations
a new house.
on your new house. That's a huge accomplishment.
You.
Beautiful home as well.
Thank you.
And thank you for having me. And for everybody back at home, this is my camera, right?
Yes.
For everybody back at home, thank you for tuning in. Si vienen de la plática, muchas gracias.
Yes.
Overcomfort podcast. Finally on
Tuesdays don't suck. Mondays
Tuesdays
or
don't suck.
Tuesdays, you get the both. You get two good episodes or good things to listen to during the week.
They're busy. They're busy.
It's wonderful.
It's
We're
wonderful.
giving the people what they want.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I love it. I love being here.
I
You
love
know,
it.
my job is to talk, and so is yours, and I'm grateful for that.
We were bullshitting all day. All right. Well, Sebastian Robles.
That is me.
I feel like a lot of people don't know your life
Yeah.
before. I don't know. I don't even want to say Karen, but you guys have always been a unit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like people don't know who Sebas is separately or what your life was before.
Yeah.
So can you give us a little, who are you?
Yeah,
what do
of
you
course.
do?
Of
Or
course.
what you did, where you grew up? I want all that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Mexican average family, you know. Mom is an immigrant.
Great
My dad
mom.
was born here in the States in East LA. For some reason, my grandpa, his dad and mom, rest in peace to my grandparents, they moved to Jalisco when he was 18 years old. I don't know why.
So
Pretty
where are they
random.
originally from?
Here in LA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they lived off of, I think they lived in Rosemead.
Okay.
To be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, they lived everywhere, right? But I think mainly in Rosemead from what my dad tells me. And so they moved, 18 years old. My dad was 18 years old, and he moves to Jalisco, and he meets my mom. And he immediately falls in love and then comes over here. And then I'm the first of 5.
You're the first of 5.
Yeah, I'm the oldest of 5 children. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have how many brothers and sisters?
I have it's 2 brothers
Uh-huh.
and 3 sisters. One of my sisters is transgender.
Okay.
So I like to say I had 3 brothers, and now I have
Right.
3 sisters.
Okay.
3 beautiful sisters.
I love that.
Yeah. So
Right. You have, Brandon, Alejandra,
there you go. Well, it's
Sophia, Nicole.
Yep.
There.
Well, it's it's me, Sebas,
Uh-huh.
Alejandra, Brandon,
Uh-huh.
Paulina.
Oh, yes, Paulina.
Paulina es la más morenita,
Yes.
and then Nicole, the youngest. Yeah. So and then as a kid, lived in Norwalk. I've hopped around, but mainly
Right.
lived in Norwalk. Went to Norwalk High. Shout out to my Norwalkian.
Norwalk.
Yeah, and then I moved. My dad moved us to Temecula.
Oh, that's far.
Temecula, Murrieta. Yeah, it was pretty far, but it was like around 2006, algo así. And the housing market was nice over there. And then it crashed. And then, so we were over there. So I'm, half 5'6", half 9'5", Inland Empire.
That one's where it's
Yeah.
at.
And then, so, Inland Empire, I was there for a while. And, but yeah, anyway, so, what is there to know about me? I've had so many jobs.
Really?
My favorite one was Jack in the Box.
Of course it was Jack in the Box.
My favorite one was Jack in the Box.
Okay.
And I just absolutely loved it. And I've had so many jobs. But my main job that I really, really loved was I was a hairdresser.
I feel like people forgot about that.
Yeah, they have. I mean, it's been a while.
Dude.
It's been a while.
And you have nice hair.
Thank you.
You do it nice.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Normally, I wear a hat or a bandana. It's because when I don't do my hair,
Yeah.
my hair looks like...
Cuando te bañas, you like
Cuando me
actually...
baño, yeah, I look decent, right? Yeah. A lot of product, but I look decent. But see, my hair is very like troll-like. Like when I wake up in the morning, I look like a
everywhere?
troll. It's really, really thick and dry. Like cuando me meto en una piscina, like in the pool, and I get out, There's no water in my hair. It's completely dry still.
What?
Yeah, it like literally repels water.
Well, that's good for you. And you've bleached it a lot of times.
I've bleached it a lot of times. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's all the things that I've done to it.
Have you ever fucked anybody's hair up?
Yeah, I have. One time I remember. I was when I was doing hair, I was known to give good haircuts, and a lot of people would come to me, and I started being like a men's grooming specialist. So what would happen is people would come to me because I know how to fade, I know how to cut the top with shears, and I know how to bleach and dye hair. You know, I'm the whole package. Still am.
Okay.
But so I did that, and this one guy, I was, I guess, still learning. Not really. I think I went. So there's like 10 volume, 20 volume, 30 volume. So I think I went a little too high. So cuando le andaba lavando el bleach, and in the shampoo bowl, nomás se le cayó todo el pelo.
You're lying.
Yeah, it was a cold day that day, and I was just sweating in the salon because I was just so embarrassed, and I didn't know what to say or tell him.
So what happened?
I had to tell him straight up like a man. I said, you know what? And it sucked because he was one of my favorite clients. He'd come with me. He'd come to me a lot, and I think as a hairdresser, sometimes you have to tell people like, "Yo, wait."
Yeah.
Or like, sometimes you have to say no. You know
right,
what I mean? To
course.
like, oh, I want to bleach it again. Sometimes it's okay to say no. I think that's part of the job. And that time I didn't, and I learned my lesson. And I had to shave his head, and he was trying to grow it out. He was trying to have long hair. And se lo cagué. So if the guy's watching, I'm so sorry. Till this day, I think about you, and hopefully one day I can make it up to you. I apologize. But yeah, that's it. And then, I mean, before social media, I was just doing hair, but I had to stop because, as you know, my wife, she was doing makeup seminars. At first, she started doing she worked at MAC Cosmetics.
Yes.
And then she got let go. So being let go, really pushed her to, I got to do makeup. I got to do. So a quinceañera, un evento para una muchachita, or a wedding, blah, blah, blah. And from there, she just started posting everything.
Yeah.
And, that's kind of how she started. So then she needed help. So, long story short, I just kind of, from working 5-6 days a week doing hair, it was like from 5, 4, 3, because I was helping her, and, we were a team. So it made more sense, working with Karen and, and, being a team and doing videos and stuff like that. And then, YouTube was paying us a certain amount of money. So it's like, why am I spending 8 hours at a salon when I can just be home with my wife now and, make money? So it only made sense. But yeah, I definitely miss doing hair. And it's like riding a bike. I don't think I can forget. So, and since the day that I retired doing hair, I don't think I've picked up a pair of clippers. I think now the clippers that I use at home, they're for like my nalgas or something.
I hope. God.
I'm just being real with you, Jenicka. I'm just being real with you.
I didn't need to know that.
Yeah, guys do that.
That's nice though. Okay, cool. I like that. Okay, legs, you take care of yourself.
The whole legs and torso, of course.
All right, cool, nice. He's married.
Yeah,
guys and girls,
I'm married.
Married.
I think people know.
Okay, wait. Would you ever get hit on by guys?
Yeah, all the time.
Really?
All the time.
Because I feel like I don't know. It's just weird for a straight guy. Makes society these days make it seem like a straight guy can't do hair or be a hairdresser.
Yeah, and I was a hairdresser. I wasn't a barber, so I would
do everything.
Do women's hair. I learned to do women's hair. But I later on in my hairdressing career, I fell in love with doing men's hair. And I would have a lot of gay males come to me, and yeah, they'd hit on me, whether it be playing around or being serious.
Right.
But yeah, all the time. I even till this day, I get DMs of guys, and they say cute stuff, but I'm not the type the guy to get offended because regardless if I had, because before I had a gay brother. Right. And then it gradually turned into something else, and she transitioned to a woman. Okay. So even if it wasn't for that, I would still be very comfortable with my sexuality. I don't care, blah, blah. Like I've been to the Abbey,
which is cool about you.
Yeah. And I think it's maybe because my mom, my dad, when he's a little bit more kind of like quiet, maybe, just like any typical
I love your mom, by the
Mexican.
way.
Thank you. Just like any typical Mexican dad, right?
Yeah.
But me. But it definitely helped me having a gay brother growing up because, you know, it made me super comfortable with that, like super comfortable, you know? And it made me learn. It's not even about being comfortable with that. It's just, for me, it was just normal.
Yeah.
I have a gay brother, you know? Cool.
You as the older brother, when she became trans,
yeah.
How was that for you as an older brother?
Well, it was almost kind of like, and if she's watching this, Alejandra, we're talking about you. I love you so much.
I always comment on her stuff.
Yeah, I love you
hottie,
so much.
I love her.
You're beautiful, and I'm glad we're talking about you. And it was just kind of like everything in life with me, with her, because when she came out being gay, when he came out being gay, I already knew. When she came out and said, I want to transition, I already knew. Now, being gay is a little bit, I would say, I don't know. It was easier for me, I guess. But transitioning, it wasn't even like, oh, I don't want you to transition. It's not even that. It was just like, yo, this is like big. Like, you know, it's not just like.
It's a whole nother ballgame.
It's a whole nother, to me it is.
Yes.
To me it was, you know, and maybe to everybody back at home. You know, maybe some may agree, maybe some don't. But I already knew, you know, because she dressed like a woman. She liked wearing women's clothes. So I was used to it already. But yeah, it was no big deal for me. If anything, what was hard for me is just like, I care about how people are going to treat you. And that's not even with being transgender. It was since the get-go. I would always try to protect my sister now in high school because, you know how high school is. You know, people are stupid. And
you guys were in the
say
same
dumb
age
stuff. Well, I'm 33 years old, and I think she's now 32. So, you know, I was a senior. She was a junior. Yeah, my mom was.
And then Brandon's 30.
Brandon's like 30.
What?
Yeah, algo así, yeah. And then my other sister's maybe 29, 20.
Damn.
Something like that.
Yeah,
and then my mom waited maybe like 4 or 5 years, and then Nicole's like maybe like 24 or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, she's now in New York, so.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So, but yeah, it was just hard for me more because I just want to protect her. You know what I mean? Because I love her so much, and I'll do anything for my sister. But yeah, like in high school, you know, people go, you know, is your brother gay? He's gay, huh? And I'm like, yeah, so what?
Yeah.
I'm like, he'll still take your girl. Because honestly, with my sister, but my brother at the time was like a dude, good looking cat. Probably better looking
All
than
of
me.
you guys are very good
yeah,
looking.
No,
and
but he
beautiful.
was like chiseled, structured face, great nose. I have the worst nose out of all my family. Brandon's very good looking. You know Brandon. Brandon's a very handsome young guy. But he was more kind of like Brandon, pero güerito. Nice hair, nice style, you know? But so people come up to me and they're like, yo, like, your brother's gay, huh? Ew, or blah, blah, blah. And then I would get mad. I'm like, yeah, but he'll still take your girl, though, low key. And then they would just shut up. And then they would say that, too, about my mom. Like, your mom's hot, you know, blah, blah, blah. But and I'm like, yeah, she's pretty. Your mom's ugly.
Stop.
I would tell them that because that would piss me off.
You
know
would
what
have
I mean?
a comeback, yeah.
Yeah, I would try to have
they
like.
They would tell me about my mom too. My mom would flash.
Your mom was.
I swear to God, she would flash my brother's friends all the time. They would come home from school. The window would be like at the top.
You're lying.
And she would just go like this. And
You're lying.
Yes.
That is
I'm
hilarious.
I feel like our families are just as crazy though.
Yeah, for sure.
Like very similar. Like
my mom didn't flash anybody.
Yeah, but your mom is also
I get it. Yeah. No, but I'm crazy. Ali's crazy. Brandon, we're all crazy. All the kids are crazy. Like you meet my family, and it's everybody is so different, but like crazy the same at the same time. Yeah.
How was it as an older brother? Like to all 5 of them? Do you have like a certain protection like over all of them?
Yeah, of course. I try to be the older brother. You know, I could try harder. And you know, I've said that in one of my latest podcasts with Josh is that my New Year's resolution is to be there more, to provide more for them, whether that be experiences, helping them out financially, or even simple consejos. You know what I mean? That's my goal this year. And obviously the list goes on.
Right.
But yeah, that's definitely my my goal this year. But yeah, as an older brother, you know, always trying to be, I don't know. And it's funny because when I was young, I didn't really think like that. It was like if my brother Brandon my brother Brandon would copy everything I would do, like when I was young, and that shit would piss me off. I'm like, bro, be in your own lane. But now thinking about it, I'm like, that's so stupid. You know what I mean? And now I'm like, yeah, like I invite him everywhere. You know, I try to do as much as I can with him. I've noticed you
bring him everywhere.
Yeah, I do. You've seen him. Yeah, you've seen him. And then, you know, sometimes I bring him to like little influencer events, and, you know, all the girls, you know, are staring at him, and he's got some pegue with a couple. But other than that, he's very, you know, it's funny because as good looking as he is and as charismatic as he is, but he's very kind of quiet. He is. When it comes to like knowing people and stuff like that. But shit, honestly, I think it's a good thing, because if he was the other way around, he'd be trouble.
It's the quiet ones though.
Yeah, no, he's trouble still. Yeah, he's trouble still. Yeah, no, but it's being the older brother definitely. Yeah.
I like that you recognize that though, that you could work on spending more time with them.
Yeah, because, you know, I'm older than them, obviously, and I have to live my life as well.
You're married.
I have to, you know, me and my wife were super busy, but at the end of the day, and I always preach this, is like at the end of the day, the only things that really matter are your family and your loved ones and your health and the smiles that you can bring, you know, with your family and your loved ones. I would say friends, but, you know, loved ones.
Yes, for sure.
I've had a lot of traumatic experiences with my family. You know, my sister got sick. I would say 2.5 years ago, something like that. She had a brain hemorrhage.
I remember.
Yeah, and it was a very, very difficult time. And you know that, you know, thank God she's doing better now. And she's, if you see her, you know, you don't even think nothing happened.
She's the one that moved to New York?
The youngest one.
That's good.
And, you know, I learned so much from that experience, and that changed me for life, you know, and just really made me recognize that.
Put things into perspective.
Yeah, like none of this matters. Like I would trade anything just for my family, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, older brother vibes. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. You see, you guys, he has a vulnerable side.
Yeah, I'm vulnerable. I'm sweet.
Okay, do you feel like do you consider yourself vulnerable?
Yeah,
like for
100%. Real? Very sensitive.
Okay, well, let's talk about it. I told you that you're very goofy, and then
which I am.
You are very goofy, but that's what makes you approachable, and that's the difference between you and Josh, which will bring like he seems just serious, like he's just like.
Yeah, I think more he looks serious. Josh does.
Yes,
but I think he's goofier than me.
Really?
Yeah, he's so charismatic. He is so. A huge personality.
Yeah, very huge.
And he can be whoever he wants. I mean, you can go down his YouTube channel and you can find different characters that Josh has played. I'm talking about different ones.
That is true.
He's definitely a needle in a haystack, you know? Like he's very unique.
Yes.
And I think I'm very unique as well. But, you know, at the end of the day, I like to live my life laughing. Mm-hmm. And I love making other people laugh. I love to talk, obviously. Yeah. I just, and it was kind of true what I told you when you were on my podcast. I was like, sometimes I do feel like in certain scenarios, I should be more serious, you know, because I don't ever want to come off as like crazy goofy. Because, you know, which at the end of the day, I don't really care, but, you know, you reach a certain age where you want people to take you serious.
Yeah. For sure.
It's like, 33. You know. And I guess that's my Jesus year, 33. Dude. You know, it's like, it's your fashion too. You know, I don't try to dress like I did years ago. I try to dress more, you know, presentable. Even though
it got good.
Yeah.
Your style got a lot better.
Yeah. You know, like I'll still dress very stylish and trendy. And, you know, I like to wear whatever I want. But, you know, I'll try to put on more button-ups. You know what I mean? I'll try to tuck in my shirt a little bit more. I'll start wearing fajos a little bit, you know? You know, so, you know, things like that. Ya no me pongo líneas en el pelo, stuff like that. So, me creo. Pero el chiste es caer gordo.
Do you ever remember when people, I don't know if anybody ever told you, but that they would call you Maluma from Wish?
Yes. Yes. Why'd you bring that up? But yes, Wish.
Because Wish was a thing for a bit.
It was. I don't even know if it still is. Wish is like a bootleg Amazon, right?
Yes, basically. Yeah. And all I remember him, like, I remember him. There was a good time where they would just comment on Karen's things. Maluma from Wish.
Yeah.
Hey, but at least it's Maluma.
That. Yeah. No. I get it all the time. Whether it be Maluma from Wish, you kind of look like Maluma, or, you know, I get Maluma a lot. But sometimes I don't like it because Maluma is super good looking. And I'm not saying I'm the ugliest, right? But he's way better. I think he's better looking than me. So when they compare me to him, I'm just like, well, I'm the ugly one.
Well, I don't think Maluma's that cute.
You don't think so?
Maybe
well,
that's just not my type.
I think you're a very short amount of people that think that. I think a lot of women think he's probably
of course
number
a
one.
lot of women do.
Yeah.
I just feel
he's
like
a good looking.
I think he's just too pretty for me.
Got it. You like more like rugged men. Got it.
I do.
Got it.
Well, we're gonna go on a quick break.
Yeah,
we're gonna go on a quick break.
That was good.
And we'll be right back.
We'll
get right back into Sebas's life.
Yes.
We'll be back. Welcome back, you guys. We have the amazing Sebastian Robles here.
The amazing. Thank you.
The amazing. I'm gonna give it to you today. Right? The one, the only.
The
man, the myth, the legend.
Yes, thank you.
Half of La Platica. Okay, when you started La Platica, you started it by yourself, though, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so tell me about why you wanted to start the podcast.
Yeah.
Where did the idea come from, and then where did Josh come into play?
I was creating content with my wife, still, even when in the beginning of La Platica. And I was doing vlogs and stuff. If you go all the way down to La Platica, you see that I have vlogs. And I really liked it. One of my favorite vloggers, and still to this day, is Casey Neistat. There was a bunch of other people. I can name them all, but we're not going to go there. And I just love the vlog editing style. I actually really am a geek for vlogging and stuff like that. I'm a geek for cameras. I'm a geek for everything. I wish I can work at Best Buy, and I think I am one day. When I'm done doing this, or I actually would love to work for Apple, like an Apple store, and I'm just there. Hey, aren't you Sebastian that used to work at La Platica? At this point, I'm like 60 years old, right?
Yeah, there'll be some old ass people.
I'm a little older.
There'll be some old ass people.
I would just love to sell electronics. Like I have a passion for electronics, I really do, and I love to learn. But anyway, so I love editing. That's why I got into with Karen, because I was like, yo, I love doing this. Like, let me just learn for you, and that's why I started to be good at editing and software programs and plugins and LUTs and all this stuff, because I started doing it for her, so I wanted her shit to look really good, and I think it worked. But I was doing vlogs, and then I was like, man, I'm just kind of over it. I'm just kind of over doing vlogs, but I still loved everything.
Of course.
And I was like, how can I simplify all this? So I would watch a bunch of podcasts back in the day, like obviously like Joe Rogan and etc. So I was like, well, this would be cool. I know a lot of influencers. Obviously, my girlfriend at the time was Karen, wife now. And, we can have a lot of things to talk about.
Right.
This would be cool. We just moved into a house, and, Karen allowed me to have my own office. So I was like, dude, let's fucking do this into like a game room / like podcast. So I started a little podcast. If you go down to like my first, second episode, you can see my little setup, it's really cute. And so I think it wasn't until like the second podcast that I actually told people, oh, I want to name it La Platica, something simple. And it took me like 5 days to like figure it out. I was really like, normally I'm like, yeah, I don't care. You can name it whatever you want. But with the podcast, I was like, I really want to name it something like that I like. You know what I mean? So boom, I started the podcast because I didn't want to do vlogging no more. I was doing like music stuff as well. And I still think I continue to do a little bit of it. And I would call it What to Bump. And I would just talk about music that I'd like. And I would kind of like edit them in a cool way where people can enjoy the music and me talking, like green screen y todo. And so I started doing that. And then I really fell in love with just talking, and especially with, my most reoccurring guest at that moment was my wife. And, we would just talk, and it would be fun. And it would get us a little closer. And then people just really liked it.
Yeah.
So I just continued it. But the only downfall was that I wasn't consistent at all. Like Mondays always sucked. Like every day sucked.
Didn't it used to be Thursdays?
It used to be whenever I had it ready. It used to be whenever I had it ready. But mind you, it was just me.
Yeah.
I didn't always rely on Karen to come. I didn't always beg her to go. She was obviously busy. So I would just invite people. Sometimes people wouldn't make it. I don't like filming by myself. So, so it just kind of escalated to that. And then I stopped for like a couple months. I really did. Now that I think about it, it's kind of scary that I let it just stop.
Right.
But yeah, and then I continued to like about episode 20 or 30, algo así. And then if like Josh was my second episode, I think, on La Platica, because I've already known Josh forever. He's one of my best friends, you know, if not my best friend. Because I have, my friends. I have a good. Everyone's my best friend, but he's like my brother to me. Especially now, we've gotten so much closer. I see the motherfucker all the time. Ladies, don't be jealous. But I did that. So once I hit that time, and then I switched studios as well. But once I hit that time where I was like, I don't really want to do this myself no more, and that took a lot of pride for me to say, like, I want another host. And I said, the only way that this will work is Josh. Why? Because every time I invite this son of a gun, it's such a good time. Yeah. Obviously, he has still has the background of YouTubing, creating content. He's great. Like we said, he's a unique individual. So I literally called him. I talked to Karen first. I was like, I'm really thinking about doing this. I really want to be consistent. Like, I'm tired of not being consistent. And I really I think I want to tell Josh if he wants, because he's a busy guy too. He has Salud. He was creating his own content. Yeah. He has a bunch of stuff going on. And I said, I think I want to ask him if he wants to be part of La Platica. Ask him. So I remember clearly, I go on my balcony and I call him, I'm like, hey, Josh, I wanted to ask you something. And at this moment, I wasn't calling him too frequently. Right. You know what I mean? Like,
so it was kind of like weird.
It was kind of like, yeah, hey, what's up? What's up? Like, what happened? And I just told him, I was like, hey, I really I was wondering, like, literally, if I was asking him on a date. And
you did.
Yeah, I did.
You're asking
a
to
forever
marry
date.
you, basically.
Yeah, I was like, you want to marry me? I was like, do you want to be on La Platica? Obviously I said some other stuff, but it was really like, I was really like, because, I'm bringing somebody on. I didn't want him to reject me. I'm not very good with rejection. But he said yes. He was actually very, very thrilled and honored that I asked him, and yeah, that was it. That was the way we did it. And ever since then, we have not missed a Monday. Not missed a Monday, but missed a week. Yeah. Yeah. But like 85-90% is Mondays. And it still is till this day. Except but I've never
on a Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, yours was it on
right
Friday?
Before Christmas.
That's why, yeah. That's why, yeah.
But it's cool. I mean,
it did great.
Friday was a great Friday was a great day.
And it did amazing. Your podcast did amazing with us. And all
right, tell me, who's your favorite episode?
My favorite episode. Yeah. I think it was yours. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was yours.
I'm gonna call Josh and ask him right now.
So we've since he's been on, we've filmed every single week.
And I'm sorry. Amazing.
We've posted every single week. Obviously sometimes we film once, twice a week. And yeah, now with the new studio, I feel like things have been just amped up.
Oh, you leveled that up crazy.
Yeah, I love it. I'm super grateful for our new studio. Behind camera and stuff like that, me and Josh, we really just go inside there and we're just really grateful, Danny, do you remember when we were just filming in my house? Like, I'm telling you guys, like, go on the second episode on La Platica and go look. I think I had a good setup for what it was, but like now, like, it's almost like I have a little show, right? And just me and Josh, we're both very sensitive. Like, we'll hug and shit. Like, we're like, yo, I love you, bro. Like, thank you. I thank him and he thanks me, and I think that's the beauty of it. Is that we're
you guys are bros.
Yeah, we're very thankful for each other. Yeah, we really have a real connection. We have our relationship is real. It's not like I just see him. Hey, what's up?
It's not work.
No, it's not work. It's like we talk all the time. Like, he's my friend. He's included in everything I do. It's real shit. And I think people see that through the lens.
Yeah, you do, for sure.
I think people see that, and I think that's the magic of La Platica. And the way we talk to people.
You guys connect very well.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm very grateful for that.
Okay, you said I want to get more into like detail because I talked about this with Josh, and I want to ask you. And I asked you earlier, do you feel like you're emotional?
Yeah, super.
Like, but privately? Like, you don't show it too much. At least, like...
I show it, I think, more to my wife and to my family. But yeah, I'm super emotional. But yeah, I'm definitely one of those people that even sometimes if I'm emotional, I'll just be emotional about myself. I don't want to I don't want to pass my emotional energy to anybody else or stress anybody that I'm emotional. And I think sometimes that's good, but I think sometimes I'm hurting myself.
You are.
Yeah. But I mean,
cry?
Yeah, I'll cry, no big deal. Yeah, I'll cry, no big deal.
But in front of people.
In front of people, if it's in a negative way or in an emotional way where something happened to me, probably only to my close friends and family. But like if I cry de alegría, I'll cry in front of you.
Okay. When you're sad, right?
When I'm like sad, I'll try to like hide it.
How many times has Karen seen you cry?
Many.
Oh, okay.
Many.
That's good though.
Many.
At least you have that person to be.
Yeah, many times. But I mainly always cry out of joy, and I cry if something's going on in my personal life.
Do you feel like that's because of the way you grew up though? Like you weren't able to? Like, where's your dad ever like that person like that? Like, because a lot of Hispanics or Mexican culture, like, no llores. Like,
Yeah. It was definitely like that with me. But my mom, I have a really close relationship with my mother, and she allows me to be emotional. You know, my dad is not an emotional man. Recently, the past years, as I get older, I've seen him cry more. And I mean, to me, you know how it is when a man cries, especially somebody, you know, like your father. You know, it hurts. And, you know, his mother just passed away, my grandma. So rest in peace to her. But, you know, it was hard. It was really hard. But I just think as a man, we just have it embedded in us to just kind of like toughen up. You know what I mean?
But it doesn't mean that though.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that. And like I said, sometimes I feel like it's a good thing for me to do that, you know, because I do feel like we have to be strong as men.
Right.
But yeah, I let it out though. Don't get me wrong though. Like I'll let it out. Like I'll go back home and I'll let it out with my wife or something like that.
Did your dad ever tell you he loved you when you were younger? Was he like that, like emotionally like blocked off?
I think when I was younger, I think he was no, he wouldn't tell me too much. But now as I'm older, he tells me a lot.
That's good though.
He tells me a lot. Yeah, relationships definitely change, especially when you move out.
Yeah.
Thankfully for me, because I don't know, maybe in some people's household, it might be different.
No, it works a lot better.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I know what you mean. It could be negative and like.
Yeah, because some people still move out and the dad is still not like that. Yeah. You know what I mean, or the mother. But in my case, now it's always I love you.
Did that ever like affect you? Growing up, because you say you were closer with your mom.
Yeah.
As a man, like you're like, damn, like. Because then it shifts to like being kind of mama's boy.
It affected me, but like not like it's affecting me. Does that make any sense? Like it affected me, like, oh, I wish he did that, but it didn't affect me. You know, like I moved on. I'm the type of person that like if something's going on or it bothers me, like I'll fix it myself, and then I just like to move on. But yeah, I've had friends that like
sin guardar rencor.
Yeah, like whatever. If that's no me tocó, and I feel like if this is just for me. Pero si algo no te toca en la vida, I don't think you should dwell on it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like there's like my homies had dads that they would freaking kiss on the forehead or on the cheek. Yeah. I love you so much, blah blah, and I would see that, and I would see other like little affectionate things that they would do with my friends, like the dad would, you know, whether it be materialistic, emotional, or just, you know, love. Yeah. I would see that and I'm like, oh shit, like I don't really have that. But no, my dad was an awesome. I'm very grateful to have an awesome dad, hardworking dad. He is. Yeah, and I think that's why that would happen is because most of the time, and until this day, still he's almost gonna retire, which I can't wait. But since I can remember, he comes home, he leaves before I wake up. He leaves at 4 or 5 in the morning. You know, he goes to work. He comes back at 4 or 5 in the afternoon. You know, he doesn't work, you know, across the street either. So when he comes back, it's just kind of like, yeah, let's hang out for a little bit or let's watch TV. You know, my dad has been super cool with me, like for life. You know, he's never been very strict. You know, he's like strict, but like he's you know, I watch movies with them. Like he's cool too. Yeah, like movies, like rated R movies for the rest of my life. You know, like it doesn't matter. But like I remember just watching movies with my dad, and like there's like chichis and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? And a lot of people don't have that, but I did.
No.
And a lot of people, dude, your dad let you watch like rated R movies? And I'm like, yeah. And like maybe at the time I was like, oh shit, this is crazy, you know? But like now I feel like that molded me into like looking at that. It's like, it's not a big deal. You know what I mean?
Right.
It molded me into like, because some people still to this day, they grow up and they look at things like that. And then they're just kind of like, whoa, still as a man, as a grown adult, you know? And to me, growing, I didn't have to worry about that because I did that when I was like 10.
Your dad was cool.
My dad's cool guy.
Okay, who do you feel like you're more like? You're more like your mom or more like your dad?
I'm more like my mom.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm more like my mom. People say I look like my mother a little bit more.
Yes.
But I'm more charismatic like my mother. My mom tira chistes, le habla a todos. Es muy
so
habladora.
sweet.
Yeah, she's so sweet. She's literally, I am her. Yeah. My dad is more quiet. Yeah, but I think I get my coolness from my dad.
Okay, relax. I'm just kidding. All right, we're going to go on another quick break.
Okay.
Really quick. And then we're going to come back, wrap it up. We're going to talk a little bit more and then wrap it up.
Let's
do it.
All
right, we'll be back, guys. Okay, Sebas.
Yes.
We were just finished talking about Karen, how she's getting ready for her little marathon.
Yes.
How long have you guys been together?
Yeah, since, I believe, 14 years now. I mean, I suck at math. Since 2010. So it's
14.
Yeah, 14.
Well, it's gonna be 14.
Yeah, 14. We just had our 14-year anniversary.
How was it like when you met her? Did you know that she was the one? Did that feeling go into you?
Yeah, I mean, I was also 19, so un pendejito, you know.
That's true.
But yeah, when I met her, I was just like, yo, I really, 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 really like her. Like, I think she's gorgeous.
She is gorgeous.
She is, and she only got more hot.
True.
Yeah,
Very
she only
true.
got like more beautiful, more hot,
better.
more everything, and she's only like getting
better.
More hot, more everything. Yeah. So I met her a long time ago. I met her over there in Temecula. My friend had people probably know the story already, but my friend used to work at a sushi restaurant, and then I went to that sushi restaurant, and then I saw her. But I feel like I've already seen Karen before, like on MySpace or something, and then I knew that she worked at Mac too. So then every time I go to the mall,
stalking her, right?
Yeah, look, he's stalking her. Yeah. But hey, I get what I want. You know?
Clearly.
Yeah, but when I met her, she had a boyfriend though. But that didn't really last.
Stop you. You didn't care.
It didn't stop me, and then that her having a boyfriend didn't really last that long either. Yeah. So.
Okay, so
14 years. Yeah.
Okay, so how long were you guys together before you proposed?
Shit, 10 years.
Okay, so why did it take so long?
No money. No money. I mean, yeah, there's money, but there was. I'm not saying there was a lot of money,
right,
but there was money. Yeah, I could have done it. And now that I think about it, maybe I should have done it when I just met her, because then I would have just gave her, a ring that I could afford at that time. No, I should
from sales.
No, but yeah, I think in the beginning of my relationship, I will blame myself, and I feel like I was stupid myself, and I didn't really think about that. As a 19-year-old myself, and I'm just talking about myself. Like, I didn't really think like that, I didn't really think like, okay, on the 5-year mark, or I should do this.
Right.
Or,
you weren't picturing it like.
I wanted to marry her. That never left. But I never thought to myself, like, I never really planned those things. I just thought, oh, we're having fun, como menso.
Yeah.
And I regret that. I really do. But así es la vida. I can't dwell on it. However it happened amazingly.
Yeah, it did.
And, and then it was like, I was, my pendejito moments were like the first 5 years. And then after those 5 years, Karen really took off, and I was doing my thing as well. And we were traveling a lot. We were working a lot. And we were just really, really enjoying life. There was times where we were never home. We were just traveling, or we were just doing something. So, but still, I should have thought about it.
Yeah.
But, until, I guess I grew up really maturely is when, I started really masterminding it.
How's it different now? Is it better? Because people say after marriage, like you guys are already together, basically.
Yeah.
Married already.
Especially in my situation, right? Like being with each other, living with each other already.
Yeah.
We kind of did it backwards. And yeah, it's definitely like life continues the same with me and Karen, but now really putting that, like, being married and stuff, it's you sense a little bit more respect towards each other, and there is more love. And, there is more kind of like, wow, like I really need to take care of you. I really need to do all this. And, like you're mine, like I have a responsibility now, and which it always was, but like to protect you, like you're my family now. Now you belong to me and my family.
But that didn't mean that when you were already together.
No, yeah, of course. But now you really think about things like that. Now you think about family. But it's just more like, obviously we can talk about so much other stuff, but it just there's a different energy in the house.
Really?
Now. Yeah, there really is.
Okay, because look, I'm totally fine with living with somebody, being with them for a long time, and I don't have to get married. Yeah,
that's cool. Whoever you find, lucky him that he doesn't have to buy a ring or propose.
I can have a ring. Okay, give me the ring.
Oh, but you said
just without legally.
Oh, cool. Yeah. If you don't want to be tied in, I respect that.
But it's not. I'm already tied in if we're already living together and having babies or whatever.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You're absolutely right. I believe in that as well. I really do. I don't think that paperwork or the state of California needs to.
But what if the energy is different? Is that bad?
I don't think the paperwork or the state of California knowing that you want to get married is going to give you that energy. I think it's he or she giving you that wedding ring.
Right.
And telling you, would you marry me, or would you want to be with me? Can you be with me forever? I think that's what really gives you the energy. But honestly, like I said, I'm a very simple guy too. I think like that as well. But, me going through the whole real thing, and I'm not saying what you're thinking is not real, but what everybody does,
right.
Doing all of that stuff, having a wedding, that does change you. It really does. It really does. For me it did, and it's a magical thing.
Would you have been fine without a wedding, just marrying, like going to the church and getting married?
I would be cool with that too if Karen was cool with it. As a man, I think it's whatever my wife wants. You know what I mean? Happy life, happy wife.
Happy life, happy life.
Happy life, happy life, happy wife.
Yeah, that's true.
So if she said no, I don't want to do this. Like, let's just go to Vegas, and just elope or whatever. Cool, let's go. I'm down for whatever you want to do.
Okay.
I'm not really that guy. No. And then sometimes those guys are like, no. It's because their parents are telling them, like, no, te tienes que casar por la misa, te tienes que hacer esto, tienes que hacer lo otro, tienes que invitar tu tía, shit like that. Yeah, no, I don't have family like that. My family's cool. They respect anything I do. So I've always been very easy, free flowing. So
you let her control everything for the wedding?
I had no choice.
Or were you
just kidding?
Were you like a groomzilla? Or were you
No, you know what? Like I said, I'm very free-flowing. It was beautiful. It was beautiful seeing her take control. Okay. It was beautiful for me seeing her pick these things that she wants to create her magical, princess wedding. You know what I mean? It was really cool for me to see that.
It was beautiful.
I just wanted a nice tuxedo. I did want the whole groomsman bridesmaid thing. I really did want that.
Okay.
Because I think there was a time where Karen, she wanted that too, but it was kind of like, well, I don't know yet, or blah blah blah. And I'm like, no, I really want that. That's all I really wanted. Other than that, Karen has great taste.
Yeah, she does.
And she can take full control with whatever she wants. Because, like I said, I'm very free flowing, easygoing. So like, whatever you want, babe.
It was honestly a beautiful wedding.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Very fucked up.
Did you really?
Yes.
It was a really good wedding. I'm very prideful in that wedding.
Did you drink?
And Karen is as well. When I was there and just really taking it all in. And Karen and myself being the star of the show.
Right.
It's a different energy / adrenaline that I had that I didn't have time to go to the bar
or whatever.
Everyone's going up to you. And me and Karen really told ourselves, like, yo, like, let's really be together, No te vayas para allá, yo no me voy para acá, like, let's, for the most part, 90% of the night, let's just enjoy it together. And that's what we did. And thankfully we did. I would have people coming up to me. I never went to the bar. I never did go to the bar. I never even went to go eat at the vendors or anything like that. I never did any of that stuff.
That sucks though.
It does suck. But at the end of the day, I think when you get married, it's kind of like the wedding is for you guys, for my family, you know, and for friends. And then as long as we're being a real good like host, I guess, as the wedding, because when you get married, you start to realize like getting married is not just for me and you. It's for my mom. It's for my dad. It's for her parents. It's for, you know, it's everybody to enjoy this wonderful day.
Right.
But no, I didn't really drink as much. It's just, I feel like I didn't need to. You know, when you go somewhere and then you're like, oh, I want to drink, you know, because I want to feel a vibe. That vibe was already there naturally. I was like on a high. It was cool. It was really cool. I've never felt that before.
That's good.
Yeah, like us being in our own little private section. My brother, her dad, you know, her, you know, Ale, Chula, she, you know, they all did speeches. My best man Robert did a speech, all that stuff, and having banda machos there and like shit like that. Like it was. I didn't need to drink, even though I wanted to.
Yeah.
My friends would come over. My brother, he would bring me a drink, and that's what I would be sipping.
Yeah.
But for the most part, just with my girl.
It wasn't like a priority.
No, it wasn't.
Or like anything.
It wasn't like I didn't even think about it. Like, oh, I want to go get a drink. You know, I didn't want that. I was just so enfocado and being with everybody and being really in the moment. I was drinking, but I didn't get fucked up. But I'm so glad that you did, and I'm so glad that everybody did, because the next day everybody was telling me like, yo, I can't believe the wedding. Like, I got so faded. That was like the best time of my life. You know, a lot of people were like, that was the best wedding I've ever been to, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, that right there is just like, I win, you know, like that, we won. And that made me and Karen really happy that we were able to.
And you had pozoleria the next day.
The next day they came over.
Fudge.
Why is that restaurant so good?
Dude.
I love them.
Heaven.
I love them so much.
They're the sweetest people.
The sweetest people.
I'm doing a fast right now, and they've brought me food. Like, they'll make me, like, chilaquiles or whatever.
They are so welcoming.
Oh, my God.
They are so selfless.
Shout out Pozoleria Doña Ana.
Yeah, if you guys live in the valley in Panorama City, right?
City, yes.
Pozoleria Doña Ana has it all. Not just pozole, not just menudo. They have everything.
Birria tacos, menudo, tacos de picadillo or something like that.
You know, like when you go and then like a restaurant brings you just a taco con una rebanada de queso and frijoles y una salsita.
I'm so happy with that.
That's it.
I'm so happy. You know, my first meal, it was the taco, the frijol y el queso, and then their choco mil.
Yes.
Have you had their choco mil?
Yes, of course.
That thing is...
It's amazing.
It took me back.
No, es que tienen la tortilla perfect. They have great tortillas there.
Yes.
People like never think about the tortilla.
Nope.
Like if you know, you know. Like their tortillas are insane.
The ratio's always perfect.
Yeah, it's like biting into some lips. Like just so soft.
Do not say lips.
You know what I mean though? Like it's just so soft.
They are.
Like it's an amazing tortilla. And I just tried their caldo de res.
Okay.
Insane.
Yeah,
but like I said, it's a family-owned restaurant, and it's
beautiful.
They're beautiful people, and I love supporting people like that.
I was gonna say, okay, what are 3 tips? All right.
Yeah.
You left your little pendejito stage, right?
Yeah.
What did you learn?
It's still kind of there. It's still kind of there. Nomás me puse los pantalones a little tighter.
All right, like 3 phases: your pendejito stage, after your pendejito stage, and now that you're married. 3 tips as a man. In a relationship, what have you learned in those 3 phases of your life?
In a relationship?
Yes.
Here's one tip. I said it before. I think you have to mold yourself into ways that your significant other maybe would want. You have to understand that you're gonna live together, or now you just share your life with somebody. So there's certain things that I like to be done, and I'm not saying like do this, do that, you know, like do this, do that, like Borat, not like that.
Yes.
You do these, you do that. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like there's some things that I like. Maybe even like, hey yo, don't talk to me like in this way, you know. And I'm not saying she's talking to me in a bad way. I'm just saying like I like things done a certain way, right? And she also does as well. And so I'll mold myself into however she would like for me to be. And that's me sacrificing myself for you. You know, I'm showing you that I'll change for you. Even if it's lava los platos immediately when you're done. Just something stupid like that, right? Like if I eat, I'm done. Now I immediately los lavo y los limpio y ya. And if that's what she likes, I'm going to do it. It's that simple.
Y no te enojes.
And I'm not going to be like, babe, it's okay. In 4 hours, I'm going to use another plate, and then I'll just wash everything that night.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, which makes sense too. But if my significant other or anybody significant, they don't like, I'm just using this as an example.
You're picking your battles, basically.
Yeah, you got to pick your battles in a relationship, and that's okay. Now, don't completely change yourself. You know what I mean? Like, because, like, she's in love with you or he's in love with her for a certain reason because you are you and, you know, I am I. So it's, you pick your battles and, you know, you mold yourself into, you know, you sacrifice a little bit. So don't be scared to sacrifice. That's, I guess that's one. I think men, and maybe this is with majority of women, but I think men, we forget to kind of lead in a relationship. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we're like, yeah, babe, whatever you want to do. But I think a lot of women, and I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, and some women, they're not, they might not be like this. Okay. But I think a lot of men, we need to take the lead. Yeah. And I think it's nice to take the lead, and not because, you know, I'm the captain of the ship or I'm the captain of this relationship. And it's not like machismo stuff. Yeah. But it's like, I think the women really appreciates it when the man takes the lead. It's something sexy. Yeah, it's sexy. Yes. It really is. It's you know, you don't want to be, yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? Yes. Nah. Like if my girl, can you tell this? Like, I'm already telling this guy, or I'm making moves. But still not making her losing herself. No, not at all. I'm gonna do whatever you say. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's bad. Don't do that. Yeah, that's not a tip. Yeah, that's. A tip is like, guys out there, take the lead. It's sexy. Yeah. I think you should clip that. Let me just say it a little better. One tip for guys: take the lead. It's sexy. Should I say it again, or was that good? No, that was good, right? That was good. Yeah. All right, cool. That was good. All right. That's one. Or how about you getting out of your pendejito stage when you realize I'm done being stupid? Yeah. And being pendejito, like, I'm not like saying like I was super pendejo, because I'm still am a little bit. But it's really a matter of, bro, you gotta grow up. You know what I mean? You're getting older. There's life decisions that need to be made. You're not getting younger. And that's something else. It's sexy. It's sexy to change. It's sexy to be a man, to make these kinds of decisions. You know what I mean? For sure. You just, it's just, that's just the way of life. You know, I think guys, especially when they're a little younger, they don't really like to, you know, do shit like that. Yeah. So I think that's it. I think it's just putting your pants on, because I think people are missing out on a lot of sexiness, especially guys. You hear that, guys? Yeah. Get your shit together. Get your shit together, because that's sexy. It's sexy. Mm-hmm. Waiting for whoever. Over here. I don't know. Bro. Take the lead, right? Take the fucking lead. And I'm I will admit, I'm a very independent, controlling woman. Yeah, and that's awesome. But that's because I've also been alone for a while. Mm-hmm. So once that person comes in, you got to lead me and you got to put me in my place, basically. Yeah. I think that's what you need. I think that's what you definitely need, because I don't think a normal little dude is gonna, you know. I think what you need is somebody who really takes the lead with you. Yeah. Like, makes you feel like, damn. Like, maybe even a little too much for you. And then he can settle it down. You know what I mean? Because you're very strong and independent. You know? You've been through a lot of stuff. Yes. So it's not easy. It's challenging. This is challenging. Yeah. And it's not easy. And it's like trying a man's ego, basically, also. And you probably know so many people, and you've probably used a lot of people as examples. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, you know what you want. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. Thanks. Yeah. I'm glad you know. Okay, we're going to go on a quick break, but we'll be right back. Cool. All right. Welcome back, you guys. We've had a really good conversation. Yeah, we're vibing. You know what, Sebas? I'm having a ball. I want to take back my first impression of you. Now what is it? I think you're obviously, you've always been a great guy. Yeah. But I could feel like you're approachable. I am very approachable. Yeah, I think you said I was visually approachable, which I am. I'm visually approachable. But Josh was the one I didn't say he was approachable. But I feel like now that I've had this conversation with you, I can text you and call you like, hey, friend. Yeah, for sure. You should always call me, hey, friend. Yeah, hey, friend. Yeah. I'm going through this. Yeah. No, like I said, I'm a people person. I really am. I really
You are.
And I think my wife loves that about me. I'm a big people person, and I'm not scared of like to talk to people. You know,
That's good though.
I like to carry conversations. I hate small talk.
That's good.
Like
That's
if
a
it's
good characteristic.
yeah, that's another thing. Don't do small talk. It's not sexy.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's not.
Yeah,
Like you
I
gotta
make it
get
a
along
thing.
with my friends and kind of
Yeah.
just my family. Carry the conversation.
Yeah, like if you invite me somewhere and I don't know anybody, it's my job to make an impression to everybody. You know, not in an annoying way, not in a ¿Quién te trajiste? Este güey está enfadoso.
No,
You know?
but it makes the room feel better.
Yeah, voy a andar cotorreando con todos. You know, I'm gonna make everybody feel like they can trust me. I'm gonna make people laugh. I'm a good guest to bring. My job is for people to know, dang, Jenicka's a dope ass homie. You know,
You are.
where has he been all our lives?
Yeah.
You know,
Wait.
as in like he needs to come around. So that's what it is. I'm a big people person.
I like that about you, my friend. You're pretty dope. You've
Yeah.
always made me feel comfortable.
Yeah, of course.
Like to hang out with you and like if I'm going somewhere, I know to go up to Sebas.
Yeah, of course. You know, and I'm not somebody who like chases clout either. You know, I'm a real person. Like
you are.
I love being, and that's another thing too. Social media sometimes it makes people feel like they shouldn't be a real person. Maybe like they should put on an act. I pride myself in never doing that and just being this real person. I like people meeting me, and I like it when they have the impression of like, oh, you're Sebas from, oh, you have the podcast or whatever. And then I sense right away that they kind of like maybe are intimidated, and I immediately shut that down.
That's good though.
And I like to make people feel like, fuck, this was like.
I would love to be more like that.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm very intimidating to people, but I'm just not. I'm learning to be a people person. That's my goal this year. Like I want to be able to approach people and kind of have a better conversation with them. Like
why do you feel like people don't find that like about you?
I'm just because I have a resting bitch face.
Do you?
Yes. Everybody's like I can't because your facial expression. I'm like that's just how my face is.
I also feel like you're a young woman who has a lot on her mind.
Yes, I do. I do have a lot on my mind and I have a lot on my plate. So I'm just very, but I want to switch it up. I'm in a different space mentally and I want to be able to like connect with people differently. And when I'm in front of people like fans or whatever, when they come up to me, I'm super cool. Like
yeah, of course.
I'm super cool with
them. Everybody
like,
knows that.
When I'm in, I like to read the room. Like I like to observe and kind of be like, I see
Same.
how you are or whatever.
Yeah, same. And but I like to pride myself on just being this completely real person because that's what I am. You know, sometimes my mom, mijo, I'm so proud of you porque it's, or she'll talk to others about it, you know, like, sí, blah, blah, mi hijo hace esto, mi hijo hace esto. And she goes, no, pero, or my tías will say it actually. And my mom does too. But she'll be like, no, mi hijo siempre he sido igual. Aww. And that makes me happy, you know, because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, who I'm trying to make proud of, who I'm trying to be proud of, who I'm trying to make proud of me is my mother. Yeah. You know, and my wife and my dad and stuff like that.
No, but it's different.
Yeah, my mother. Yeah, she's my life.
Sure.
Yeah, so. And also my dad.
I love that.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I love being a real person. And I think a lot, it has to do with, honestly, for me, being off my phone.
Yeah, you have that do not disturb on.
Yeah, I do. Did you notice that?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm practicing that this year.
Keeping it on or
I
taking
used to
it
not
off?
like it because I'm like, yo, if someone's texting me, I should read it, you know? But, bro, I don't. My phone's like that the whole time, whether it be emails, whether it be notifications, whether it be text messages, calls.
What if something's happening?
I mean, I'll look at my phone. Like, I'm not looking at my phone every other hour. No, I'll look at my phone. But there's a sense of like, relaxation or like tranquility that I have now when I have it on Modo de ND. Shout out to the song with Javi.
Oh,
that's my song right now.
Javi?
Modo de ND. Modo de ND is my fucking
I'm trying to get him on the podcast, bro.
That is my fucking song.
Yes.
I don't think I've been passionate for a song. Yeah, and honestly, I think that's what sparked my like. I want to be on Modo de ND, and now I like it. I used to not like it. I hate when people had the do not disturb. You know, I hate.
Now you get it.
And now I guess I give it. I don't know. I haven't seen it on other people's phone, but it's nice. It's really nice. It makes me think about other stuff.
You've really changed though, because I feel like you were very party You could still be. You're very
am,
fun, right? But very party.
Yeah.
Now your phone's on D&D.
Yeah.
You go cycling. You like, what else? Golfing. You have the podcast.
Yeah.
You dress nice.
Yeah.
There's like a shift.
I just have to understand that what matters in my life. And I treat social media. Yeah, I love it. I love scrolling. I love being on TikTok and scrolling. You know what I mean? But there's more to life than just my phone.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm always on my phone because my job is my phone. You know what I mean? Like everything is on this fucking shit. So I told my girls, like, I actually really like, you know, D&D. Like I really do, because it makes me feel like I can think about other stuff. And I cycle and I golf and I box and I have my podcast that I absolutely love, and I love to talk, I love to record, and I have to edit.
You're on a whole nother level.
Yeah, to me, I know how to play the game of social media. Now, I'm not the fucking most famous person ever, you know, and I don't want to be.
Yeah.
I think what I have right now is working, and I think if I keep working at it, then I can, you know, level up in whatever I want to be leveled up in. But I personally think there's more to life than just being on my phone all the time, or, you know, doing this, or hey, let's go on live, or, you know, or let's do this, or let's do that. I like to just have my workspace. You know, I like to keep my relationships, and that's really it. I want to keep a simple life because I'm a simple guy.
You're wholesome now.
Yeah, I'm very wholesome. Yeah, and I love cycling, and you know, I just picked that up, and you know, I just like to go, and I like to think about other stuff, and you know, the more I'm off my phone, the more ideas I get for my podcast, the more ideas I get to create other stuff. It's just
creative work. It's flowing.
Yeah. I don't need my phone to be creative. I need to be doing something, to be active, to make myself. And plus, if I'm less on my phone, I want to be more on social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. That's a good thing. As a man though, like everyone probably like assumes like, oh, he's probably just on his phone all day, whatever. And it's like, no. That's what I'm saying. Like you changed so much, and for the better.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I still like to party, obviously.
Of course.
But now I take partying like a luxury. Like, you know, like I try not to, you know, there's events all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I can't just be drinking all the time. And I have so much things to do. I have so much things I like to do.
That's what you were saying, that you wanted to stop.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be about work. I have so much things I like to do, and things I want to do, and things that I have to do. I have to be on a podcast because I love to do that. Yes, like I have to do that. Like that is my goal every week. Yeah. And then create content for that every week. Yes. You know, really focus on that because that's my passion. Right. It's mine and Josh's passion to do that. La Platica is my baby. You know what I mean? So obviously I have that, but I love to cycle. I love to wake up early in the morning, and drinking really holds you back on everything. Yeah. Not only holds you back on the activities that you're doing, but it holds me back on being interactive with my wife, being interactive with my family. Yep. And now as a 33-year-old, like I don't get the same crudas. I don't wake up, let's go get a michelada, you know, like, look, oh, I'm 100%. It's not like that no more. Yeah. It's not like that.
Things change. You're getting older, my friend.
Things have changed, yeah. Thank God I still don't have any wrinkles, though. I feel like I'm aging pretty well.
Do you get Botox?
I do get Botox.
Good.
Yeah, as Karen everybody
takes care of your skin.
Yeah, Karen's amazing. She has flawless skin. So do I. But get Botox.
Yep.
It's
okay, men.
Like, don't do too much though.
No.
Like just like right here,
here,
a little bit. It prevents the wrinkles when you're older. Because right now I haven't had it in a while, and I'm not like, oh baby, it's my time to get Botox. It's been 6 months. I'm not like that either. Right. I'm just like, it's more like my wife will hit me up like, hey, I'm gonna go, you know, get some stuff done. Do you want to go with me? Yeah, let's go. But I'll tell you what, I like to get it because it does prevent wrinkles in the future. But I don't like the way it really makes me look when it's like freshly done. Yes. I tell the guy, I don't like to look too frozen. I like to be expressive.
Yes.
I like to be super expressive.
Yes,
you know,
you don't want to be like a Barbie.
A couple wrinkles, yeah. Because I feel like when I get Botox, I'm like this.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
I just got mine, and I feel like my eyebrow went up, and now when I do my makeup, it bothers me a little bit. Yeah. It's like, can you relax just a little bit?
Yeah. And I'm glad it's more for guys. It's more
there's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself as a man.
At all.
And I feel like it's not girly. No, it's like I feel like, again, like that. I don't know. Yeah, there's just something good. It's a good characteristic.
Yeah, I feel like if you tell a girl that, like in the middle of America, I think she might have a different answer.
Of course.
But here, like, in the Western Hemisphere, I think, people appreciate that. Take care of yourself, whether it's
manicures. Do you get manicures?
Yeah, I get manicures right now. Me debo una, but yeah, I like it when she's like, you want shine? And she goes, and then she'll flip some little sponge and and then they look nice. You know what I mean?
Pedicures.
Pedicures I'm not too fond of. I do get them, but I don't show my feet too much, and I don't have ugly feet. Right. But I don't show my feet too much for me to care about pedicures. I just, when I go y me siento, and then they get the cheese grater and they go like this.
Yes.
Like,
it's uncomfortable.
It's really ticklish.
Yes,
and once I've almost kicked a lady in the face, it's too much for me.
It is.
I can't do it. I'm yelling inside the little nail salon.
Yes.
And I'm embarrassing Karen. But I can't control it.
Yeah. No, it's really bad. Yep.
Like, it's really bad. But no, I really have fallen in love with, like, manicures.
Good.
Yeah, I think a guy should take care of himself.
For sure.
And like I said, it doesn't have to be Botox. Facials.
Yes.
Haircuts.
Good skin. Yeah.
Cortate el puto pelo.
Haircuts are the makeup for guys.
Yeah. Grow a beard if you can. Line it up a little bit. Yeah. Wear something nice.
Okay. What are your top, like, 3 tips as a man? Like, favorite cologne, the way you take care of yourself. What are 3 things that a man should do?
I definitely would put manicure up there now. Recently, I'll put that on my list because I think it's not very attractive when you see little mugrita.
Yes.
Like, first of all, when the nail's too long, it's almost like, bro, you see your hands. Córtate las uñas, aunque sea.
Have you ever seen?
On top of that, hay una like there's like.
Yes,
mugre?
The mugre, yes.
I'm like, that's really
Especially
gross.
Especially a man that works, like, hard.
Yeah.
Like,
now, if you work, like construction or something, like, Te
lo paso a little bit.
Te lo paso a little bit. But, you should still take care of yourself.
Yes, of course.
Nice underwear.
Really?
Men should wear really nice underwear.
Okay.
I've said it before. Don't wear, there's another man here in the room, and I'm sorry if you wear them, but I don't know if you do. But I'm just saying sorry just in case.
Okay.
But like Hanes or Fruit of the Loom, don't wear those.
Okay.
Because you wear them once, and then by the time que te quitas los pantalones at the end of the night, it looks tan todos wangos and shit. They look like a fucking skirt.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Don't do that. I think women really like when you wear nice underwear. When you care about. You gotta care about things that people don't see.
Yes. Okay.
So when people notice that you do, it's like, oh my God, he actually cares inside. He cares about the things inside that nobody can see,
Read between the lines.
Yeah.
Ready? It's the nails, the underwear.
Yeah. Yo creo que se peinen nicely.
Yeah.
I think that goes a long way.
It does.
Yeah, even if you don't get a haircut or a fade or blah blah blah, but as long as que estás bien peinadito, I think that goes a long way. It's because when you get older, a lot of people stop caring.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, whatever, my life is still the same. I don't gotta care, or I don't gotta impress, or I'm already married. I don't gotta impress nobody. No, you actually still do.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably even more.
Mm-hmm.
Probably even more. I still try to impress my wife as much as I can.
For sure.
Yeah.
I love those tips. I feel like men need to hear that.
Yeah,
about the underwear? I didn't know about the underwear.
Yeah, the list goes on, to be honest with you.
Oh,
I think jewelry is really nice too. I think jewelry, women can really appreciate accessories, little things. Make sure that your accessories are very like catered to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, don't just wear things that like everybody wears.
Yeah.
Like, make your accessories kind of tell a story about you. You know what I mean?
Right. What are you telling a story right here?
Like this accessory right here. Like, even though I wouldn't buy it, actually I would. But like Josh gave me this.
Aww.
Y es la Virgencita with the
dope.
green
Yes.
and red. It's like very
Mexico.
Obviously my wedding ring and stuff like that. But like
the one with the green's your wedding band?
Yeah, this is actually my wedding ring, the emerald ring.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah, it's my birthstone.
That's dope. That's different.
Yeah, I didn't. To be honest with you, like, I like to be considered like a fashionable guy.
Yeah.
And I told Karen from the get-go, like, I don't want like the normal band, like I want something nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I've always really liked this gaudy emerald look. And we got it. And honestly, I get a lot of compliments on it. It's my favorite thing ever. And I don't know.
You chose it together?
Yeah, my wedding ring, yeah. Oh, yeah, and her wedding band as well.
Okay.
We chose it together, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think once you're like, living with each other
Yeah.
and, kind of finances are, all
No,
together.
it's also to know.
Yeah. Especially for that. You know what I mean? So that, yeah. And then this right here, like this bracelet is like a bike chain because
that's cool.
I ride bikes.
Where's that from?
A company called IceLink.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably heard of it, but yeah, very popular, and
Okay.
just little things here and there, but they have to tell a story about it. Yeah.
Okay, what about cologne? What's like
Cologne?
your favorite cologne?
I like musky, tobacco-y. I want to smell like a man. There's a lot of colognes out there that kind of make you smell like
ass,
like a candle.
Oh.
And there's some candles that are nice. Shout out mahogany teakwood.
Yeah.
I love mahogany teakwood.
Yeah.
But that's like a musky, very oud scent.
Okay, so what's your cologne? Like, what's your one?
So
you're leaving this earth with that cologne.
Yeah. So, my favorite cologne ever, and Karen knows this, is I think it's called like Le Homme by YSL.
Okay.
They've had it for a while, but now I have a new cologne. It's from YSL, and I think it's called Myself.
Okay.
It's like my YSL. Self, something like that. Yeah, Google it. Yeah, I'll try to send you a picture. Maybe you can put it on the video. But Le Labo also has
Labo's great.
Really good colognes for it's honestly unisex, but they have so many scents. I think there'd be great gifts if anybody wants a Le Labo. A little bit on the expensive side, but it's a great gift.
It is.
Yeah.
Friend, okay.
Mande.
Well, I'm so grateful that you were here.
Thank you.
Thank you for
I had
all
so
these
much fun.
tips and everything. I want to know, who is your dream collab or dream guest for the podcast?
My dream guest for La Platica.
Platica.
I would say, I'm a big music guy, so I would say I don't have like a number one, but I would say anybody from like Alejandro Fernandez to like anybody that I like in reggaeton, like Bad Bunny, Faith, J Balvin, that would really make me feel like fuck, like this is dope, like I've done something. Yeah, I think that's really it. I like Pharrell a lot. I'm a big Pharrell guy.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a big Pharrell guy. Jerry Lorenzo. I like Jerry Lorenzo. Yeah, I think that's that. I mean, the list continues, but I'm grateful for anybody who walks through that door.
I think you do it.
Yeah. I think I can too. We'll see. Clip it.
Yeah.
Tag them.
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna remember. You guys remember?
Yeah.
When
Wow, that's crazy. Wow, at the end, she's probably gonna clip this out.
I am so sorry because you know why I was gonna be like,
it's
you
okay.
and Josh were gonna be able to do. Oh my God,
Jenicka, I know you didn't mean it. I'm a nice guy.
Okay.
Jenicka,
right.
I want to say thank you for having me, Overcomfort. For everybody back at home, you guys already follow, but please follow, subscribe.
No, you guys make sure you follow La Platica because you gave it. Oh my, yes, please follow, like, subscribe on every single episode. There's not one good episode. You know what? My favorite episodes are when you and Josh are by yourself. They are so good. Like you guys come up with different topics and stuff. It's just so good. I love everything about you. You're such a great guy. You're such a great friend. You're a great just person in general.
Thank you.
I pray God continues to bless you always.
Thank you, Jenicka.
I love where your life is going. I love how you've changed and evolved as a man. I love getting to know you now in this Seba way.
I mean,
this
obviously,
is good.
We've talked a lot on my podcast, but this is like another time where
different.
we've talked so much as well. Yeah. And I feel like we would do this off camera.
Of course. Yeah. Of course.
Thank you.
We'll go to Pozolaria together. We'll sit down and
I'll pay. Even though I know those ladies never charge us.
Oh my God.
They're so nice.
Yes.
I'm like, bro, let me pay.
I know. And I got her number and she'll block me on Zelle. She won't let me send her anything.
I'm super down.
Let's go. We're going to have a good time. Please make sure you guys follow Sebas. Literally, it's Sebas. It's like 2 wives, right? Or 3.
2 or 3, something like that.
Something like that. Sebas, La Platica. La Platica?
La Platica podcast on YouTube.
Yes. I love you so much. Thank you so
Jenicka.
much for being
here. I really
here.
appreciate that.
Thank you guys for watching and listening. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let us know who